Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney today this past week has stated that the old relationship with the U.S. is over. But you know what? Right here, that stops because this is where the U.S.-Canadian relationship stands strong. Guys, this is ATR's War, Bedlam Meets Premier Wrestling Podcast, covering all things wrestling from AEW to WWE. I am Sam, the SLB, fearless leader of Bedlam Media. And alongside me today, as always, the man behind X, Wrestling Voice of Reason, Scott.
So does that make me the ambassador to Canada?
Only if it makes Ethan the ambassador to the United States.
I mean, that's only fitting. but my name is Scott. I am 1/3 of ATR's War. Also the host of Catching a View from Above the Ring. And your Bedlam Media rating defending undisputed
Bedlam.
Yes. But yes, I am the Pickups champion as of right now. We are getting dangerously close to the end of the season, and our third man here has a stranglehold on this title, and only I can catch him. So we'll see what happens.
And also joining us is the third man, the Man in Black, my co-host from Meteor Rising Sun, Ethan.
Yes, it's me, Man in Black, S. Gossip, Mr. Bedlam in the bank. Well, 17. S17 might be the number. S. John Sears World Title reigns. See what I did there.
Very nice.
You can follow me on the internet. Sorry, smart ass comment of the day. You can also follow me on the ATR Twitter where I do the Japan side. So that running joke's gonna keep going. No, we're not gonna let it die.
Never.
By the way, Sam, we actually understood you better. If you know, you know.
Well, guys, if you don't already do so, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on YouTube. Tell us how much you love us on YouTube. No Carney, political or in the wrestling business, is going to define who we are. Guys, we are less than a month away now from the grandest stage in them all, as they used to say. I don't know if they even say it anymore. But to me, it's always the grandest stage of them all.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Super Bowl, baby.
Yep. And it feels like the calm before the storm. I say that.
Jay Cargill?
Well, storm is coming, so.
Yeah, storm is coming. Good old Vegas show. Looking forward to that. There's a couple things coming up in between here and there. There's a couple of, I guess, signings or exits that we want to chat about. Actually, it's funny. I was on vacation. I wasn't feeling good. I was a little bit behind on wrestling, and I realized that we have another AEW pay-per-view coming up. Dynasty.
Yep.
Next, well, technically, time of this dropping, this coming Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. Sorry, I'm tired.
Scott, I know you're a little behind. Ethan, how are we feeling on this card for Dynasty so far?
Cinema. It looks really good, honestly. The World Title match, please swear for the love of God, take the title. Please. The International Title match, pre-Ethan pick, and Sam.
Or in the words of Ricochet.
Oh, God.
Please. I guess we're Burr calling now. Sorry. I did that. My dog looked at me. Whoops. Sorry, Hirsch. Just me.
Down.
The women's title match I'm actually looking forward to. Now the only question is that kind of backs up on the wall because spoiler, what's Megan Bain gonna do? Are they gonna do a DQ? Are they gonna say fuck it, put the title on Megan Bain? Trio title match has been made official. As of right now, Jericho and Bandito has not been confirmed, but that's the rumor. And it's Telfer's mascot, so.
Ah, all right. Well,
so
Bandito's getting the title then.
Yep. And by the way, that's not a big show, but I'm just throwing it out there. So
yeah, stuff to talk about. It's always good to throw some extra stuff in there.
It's in Philly, isn't it, Sam?
Yes, it is. It's going to be at the Liacoras.
Oh, missed opportunity for 2300 Arena.
I think that actually is too small for them when it comes to an actual like.
Yeah, that was always, what, a couple thousand people in that.
Yeah, that's perfect for like NXT. and maybe like a Dynamite, but for a pay-per-view, you'd think they'd actually be able to fill up one of the smaller arenas in Philly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So this one I think is tied to part of Temple University. Largest indoor public assembly venue in Philadelphia, north of City Hall. Seeing how the company has been doing, the venue that we had seen NXT Stand and Deliver Raw SmackDown at would have been too big.
Yeah, the Wells Fargo. Yeah.
Wells Fargo, that's the build I was trying to think of.
Yep.
Like the big building. But honestly, that Dynasty card so far looks pretty good. I mean, the world title, Stone Cold from Wish. oh, come on. Am I the only one who thinks that?
No, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like where I'm at, it's like I'm just getting to the Mox Cope. Like they're really getting into their feud going into Revolution.
You poor soul.
I know it's like all right. I feel like the Death Riders have really lost all their steam. I don't know if they've gotten it back in the last month, but yeah, I'll catch up eventually. I'm enjoying it, but just life, man. I got a lot of stuff going on, so don't have a lot of time
economy,
to watch. In this
at our age,
at my age, both of you still youngins, so.
Listen here, boy.
Boy, we like God of War, boy.
Yeah.
You know we're all tired when.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I haven't watched Revolution yet. I still got to go back.
It's too late.
What?
It's too late.
Nah. I actually went after Grand Slam. I'm sorry, Sam, to jump. After Grand Slam Australia, I actually went out and found the Hollywood Ending match between Mariah May and Toni Storm. Yes, that match. I'm also surprised it was only like 13 minutes long, but that took me on a roller coaster ride. And yeah, what a perfect ending to their 2-3 year feud now at this point.
Toni Storm. I said this to Ethan last night. And there's a lot of things I think AEW is starting to like. There's a couple of storylines that AEW has really gotten a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
But Toni Storm to me is like the must see of AEW right now. And
She
that's
really
over
is.
MJF.
Yeah, I know. I kind of feel like MJF's kind of just treading water. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think he's going downhill. I think he's just treading water, and he's not really doing much of anything besides bitching and complaining, which is kind of the normal for him. But I don't know. He needs an actual storyline, and I don't think he has really done much. At least where I'm at. Again, I'm a month behind, so I don't know what's happened in 4 episodes. So
Yeah, no, that's okay. Once you catch up, I think I feel like there's a little bit more direction than there has been.
well, that's good.
At least both in Collision and Dynamite, because I'm finally putting those two. There's still a lot of random talent that comes in and out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff with Jericho where I'm just like,
go away.
Yeah, I like Jericho, but I'm kind of like, all right, you need to do something, or we need to kind of push you out of the picture for a little bit.
The best part about Jericho right now is his theme song. So much that I actually bought the song because I just it's one of my favorite things to listen to. So I'll listen to Fozzy. It's fine. I don't care. I'll give him a little extra cash for it. But hey, the theme song is great. The rest of the shit that he does, my God.
Ass rating. Ass.
I was on board with the learning tree at first.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
And arguably, this might be one of the worst things he's done because it really hasn't picked up traction.
No.
Actually, yeah. It's the second worst is JAS. In my opinion.
But there was momentum behind it. There was a lot of talent. They had some, titles. They had there was a lot I felt like was going on for them.
Yeah.
And then again, yeah, they did squander, but Brian Keith, I was like, man, I kind of like the outlaw character, and look, we
Yeah,
got Big Cass, and they've been cannon fodder.
pretty much. I mean, I liked what I was watching with Big Cass and Powerhouse Hobbs. Like they were doing some pretty good
Neat.
stuff together. But yes, exactly. Lots of meat chance. And I'm on board. I'm on board with what you're saying about Brian Keith. It's just he was great as the bounty hunter, and then the bad apple thing. It worked for a while, but you're right. They're just cannon fodder at this point, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's pushing again. I will say it. It's like what happened, like Ricky. What happened with Sammy. Like they hit this plateau where and maybe it's Tony. Who knows? But I do think there's a lot of things going on right now, like the international title. I don't know if you've seen the card, Scott.
No, not yet.
All right. When you see whatever, again, there's a lot of wrestling to watch. But when you see a few of these matches, you'll be like, all right, the international championship match, when that happens, yeah.
Pre Ethan pick. And by the way, speaking of Ethan picks, I told these two in our group chat, Tony Storm first run rate is in the top 15, but the number is to be determined. So wait till 2026.
That's true.
That's right. You're wait a whole year, folks. I don't want to spend this whole episode just talking about AEW. I think the product's getting better. Definitely the Jon Moxley stuff. And again, to me, and this is going to sound really weird to a lot of people, I almost feel like Jon Moxley is more synonymous with AEW than the Bucks are, than the Elite are.
Damn.
Well, think about it. I mean, Moxley's held the title how many times? He's almost always in the forefront.
Yeah.
Kenny was out forever.
Yep.
The Bucks up and down, but Moxley's always in the title picture. He's always up top.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, he's earned that place. He came in and turned into the workhorse, and he's what, a 4-time AEW heavyweight champion or something.
Yeah,
like that?
I know one of the reigns was technically the interim, but I think once they got rid of that, they just count that. Yeah,
I don't care about that shit. Yeah, it's interim's bullshit. You're still a heavyweight champion. It doesn't matter.
But yeah, 4-time though, in all seriousness.
Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty good. I'm actually looking at the card now. With 5 matches so far. But yeah, this actually looks pretty good.
That international title match is going to be stupid.
Yes. In the best way possible.
Ethan and I were talking the title match. Swerve winning would be awesome. Make him a 2-time.
Mm-hmm.
Back-to-back dynasties, remember.
Swerve right now, there's something. They need to really lean a little more on Swerve. Like, almost like how they did with Jon Moxley for a long time.
Right.
Like, Swerve is awesome, but you really need to keep him up on the main event.
Absolutely.
His promo work is top notch. He's fun to watch. Him and Paige.
Yeah.
Cinema. And I know Paige has what he has going on right now. And actually, as we talk about this, I sent this to you guys. I don't know if you saw it. Ratings kind of mean something. And actually, I think I saw something where Warner Brothers said that they could give 2 craps less about what people are saying about the ratings online. But not including Max viewers, they've been on the up for 6 weeks.
That's good.
February 19th. And they never dropped. Keep in mind, I'm not going to read them all out. But from the 19th to the 26th, they haven't had a dip. It's all of these have been positive.
Good.
So they've gone from, in 6 weeks, they've gone 100,000.
That's good.
So,
that's good. I like that. That's good to hear.
Again, who knows what is going on? I've heard Collision's even doing like 400,000 or something like that right now.
Good.
On a Saturday. So And again, they don't include the max numbers, which is frustrating because I know Netflix will be like, oh, we've had every person who owns Netflix watching Raw.
Right, yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. However, yeah, let's jump a little bit. So we do have a couple of releases. Soraya, aka Paige, out. I'm gonna argue that you will definitely see her showing up in WWE.
Yeah, I was reading something actually earlier today talking about how she would, in a heartbeat, change back to Paige, bring back her old theme song, and just go right through and do stuff in WWE. At this point in her career, I mean, maybe a Rumble appearance would be cool. Have a small run to Mania, and then if she wants to call it quits after that, sure, that's fine. I don't know. I really don't know where Paige would fit right now in the current landscape in WWE, because obviously she's not going to go back to NXT. But where do you stick her?
Rhea, it's like Sam said.
Rhea, she has that same aesthetic.
True, that's true. You could do a small run right there. That is true.
But also, again, she's another one. She's accident prone.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, again, I think we go back to what we've talked about is you need more managers. Paige would be an awesome manager.
That's true. Just don't have her manage the New Day. If you know, you know.
God damn! Boom!
No, just jokes aside. You're right. What? She would be a great manager. But yeah.
And also, yeah. I mean, Scott, with that, I'm not gonna lie, that comment just caught me off guard.
Sometimes I have those zingers in there. It's fine.
We all do once in a while, but that one was. Yeah, because she did, I think, a TikTok live, and someone asked her like, Saraya or Paige, like, which she's like, honestly, I don't care. You can call me whatever, kind of thing. I don't see her wrestling, to be honest. Now she does, like, cool.
Yeah.
But I can see her more like not really an authority role per se, like kind of like what Sam said.
Mm.
You know, put her like car team emo girls, goth bitches.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then you'd put her in NXT because then she could be in charge of Gigi Dolan, Tatum Paxley, and Shotzi. So that'd be a perfect fit. But again, do you really want to put her in NXT?
No, I honestly, like, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but Scott kind of brought up a couple minutes ago. Like, does she really fit in this kind of era of WWE?
Yeah, it's like I said, like she could do like the Rumble return and then a small, program going into Mania, maybe have a goodbye match and go from there. But
like the Kurt Angle run, kind of in the last,
like something like that. But I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see her come back. Hearing her theme again would be awesome because I heard her theme back in the day was actually pretty damn good. So
I can see her in TNA. And speaking of TNA, I actually Return releases. I'll get that in a couple minutes because, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Does she have a 90-day compete?
No.
Oh, so we could have even like that surprise where she comes out.
Yep.
At Mania, which I think the Vegas crowd that would be perfect for.
That is true.
Because I think she resides in California right now, so only a couple hour drive.
Pretty much.
Well,
45-minute flight, depending on where you are in California.
Oh, sorry. If you're in LA, yeah, like 10 hours because of traffic.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Old LA traffic.
Yeah. Travel a mile, take 2 hours.
Sorry, Ethan. Who else did you say earlier when we were talking about this? Who else?
We want Mina Shirakawa, baby. She's leaving Stardom. So honestly, her going to AEW was kind of obvious because obviously with the run. So basically, there was a press conference yesterday as we're recording this. Last week once this drops. So Stardom said they're having a press conference, and 99% of the time it's not good. It's either a new show, well, not actually not good, but you know what I mean. And it was basically Mia Shirakawa saying, like, I'm letting you start on March 31st, Monday. So once this drops, she's having her final match at Cork and Hall. That's a good place to end your Japan run. Against her stablemate Micah in Stardom. By the way, Sam Meanu got double Stardom for Rising Sun at their big show in April. Yep.
We get some time. Maybe we will.
If we have time, yeah. So basically, then she's going to AEW. So maybe Dynasty. Is there realize we could see her?
But then there's Mariah May, who's, the rumors are stating her contract's up in the summer.
This is a contract year, quote unquote, yeah.
Right. So maybe we get a full-fledged feud between the two of them if she decides to leave. You could have Mina put her down, kind of like how Tony did. So
because they didn't have that celebration at what the hell was that celebration at? It's one of the pay-per-views, and it ended with Mina spearing off the stage. So technically, they didn't do the fall. That was kind of weird. That was kind of a weird ending.
Yeah.
It was literally like they were trying to go for the two tables, but they only got one.
Yeah, I know.
I actually felt. I will say, Mina spearing heels. Props to both ladies because Jesus Christ. But yeah, I like Mia Shirakawa. I honestly still AEW is kind of like that was like, oh, free bingo card. Bing. I don't think she would have fit WWE either, to be honest with you. I don't know, with her bubbly style, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like Mia Shirakawa, but like, yeah, honestly, everybody pretty much knew she would go to AEW because Tokyo Sports pretty much spoiled it. Like, yeah, she would go to AEW.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but you're right though. Like, the Joshi style of wrestling really doesn't translate all that well in WWE world. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I think the last one was probably what?
Julia.
Well, yes, but who was the other one that was there? Saraya?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Oh, Saray.
Oh, Saray. Yeah, she was.
You're close. I'll give you a pass.
Yeah, she had a good setup. I liked her presentation. I liked the whole like transforming thing before she came out. That was cool, but it just, I don't know if just Triple H didn't know what to do with her, or Vince didn't know what to do with her. But she, now I believe she's back in Stardom, isn't she? Or at least I know she's back over in Japan.
She's back in Japan. She's done some Stardom, like not a Marigold. She did a lot of Marigold. She was their first world champion. She got her own produced shows, which they've been really fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah, she's not signed anywhere, but
okay.
she's a freelancer. Like, there's a lot. I get in Japan talk all day, but yeah, she's on a freelancer. Like, she mostly runs from Marigold, Stardom sometimes, but not in a while. But she's that. I can't wait they fumbled that. Like, come on. Like,
yeah.
Like, it was when Vince took over, and they're like, all right, let's do the transfer from anime schoolgirl to, like, I'm going to kick your fucking head in.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But she's killing it right now in Japan with the freelancer.
Well, good for her. I always liked her. I thought like her character was okay because they just didn't know what to do with her. But her wrestling style was always great.
It's funny because her name now SAR Triple E, but when she was in WWE, it was how'd she spell it?
It was Saray, I think.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was like Saray in AEW.
Yeah,
just without that second A. Yeah, it was like super weird, but I mean I get it. But anyway, all to say I'm glad she's kicking ass in Japan. And, and back to me now, the original point. Yeah, she go to AEW. I think she should finish that feud with Mariah if it's not technically done, but wait and see, I guess. And she said Monet was the reason going. That's two people now she put on contracts. If you know, you know. Pepperidge Farms remembers.
I think that's the name. I think that's the name of this podcast today. If you know, you know.
Love it. That's what the fourth one. It's gone 25 minutes. We dropped that.
Seriously.
Well, we're trying not to get canceled here, ladies and gentlemen. So
nah.
So yeah. So I mean, on top of on top of that, I also I'm actually updating my laptop because my laptop
Oof.
needed an update in the middle of this.
How
So at
very
least, from,
Windows of it.
at least from AEW to WWE, I think AEW has a WWE has a loaded future card.
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading an article. I don't know if you guys saw there. Baron Corbin. What's he going by? Bishop
Dyer.
Yes.
Bishop Dyer now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass name, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah.
It is. He's actually. I read this interview, and I guess he's pretty pissed that he got laid off.
Yeah.
Like he's mad.
Yeah.
Well, do you fucking blame him?
Some people could be like, "Hey, it's business, whatever." But he was furious, and I guess he's wrestled in GCW at this point. He's wrestled in Maple Leaf. Do we see AEW look at this and go, "We're going to take him"?
No, TNA.
I think TNA would be a better fit.
TNA.
100. I agree with Ethan. I think that's a better fit for him. I feel like he'd get lost in the shuffle real fast in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And I think anybody. He can. And right, but I feel like he'd have more staying power in TNA.
Oh yeah, him and Moose.
That would be fun.
Actually, Sam, so I'm glad you brought up Maple Leaf Pro because they're bringing back the Canadian title and they're doing a 20-man gauntlet. And Bishop Dyer's in that match.
20-man gauntlet?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Gauntlet for the gold. Let me clarify the actual name. And the winner comes to the new Canadian champion. That would be like their world title.
Nice.
He's in there. PCO's in. And the rest will be determined. He's going to be in MLW, actually. He's going to be competing in the Battle Riot. That's their version of the Rumble for the world title.
Nice.
I don't think he has any more GCW shows right now. Keyword now. He's been killing it, honestly.
Yeah. So, he has a bright future, and I think TNA.
Honestly, that's a better fit for him. Honestly.
Yeah, and I think TNA's been doing pretty solid too. I haven't watched it, but I know every time we talk.
I got some couple of news. So,
that was what I was leading into. So,
sorry, Sam. Stop spoiling it. So Gail Kim got fired.
Yeah, I saw that.
People were pissed, figuratively and literally, because
and how convenient. Just to interject for a second, how convenient WWE put out a video today about how this is a 16-year anniversary of her coming back and I guess taking the women's title. So I'm like,
oh, the Divas Hall. Yeah, I did see it.
Like, I see what you're doing. I mean, not to lie, I'd love to see Gail Kim come back again. That's another thing like Paige. A surprise return, maybe for Hall of Fame, and then go from there.
Plot twist: she's the commissioner of NXT for the women. Sorry. So that Raphael, he was in AEW, like he was that Oh, what the hell? That Raphael guy, he was in AEW because they talk about the Brody Lee thing. That was his friend, I think. There's a bunch and a couple of head honchos. I forget their names top of my head, but Gail Kim was the most shocking because she's been there since 2007.
Yeah.
I mean, she left for a couple of years because remember that Divas Battle where she's like, fuck it, eliminating herself.
Yep, I remember that.
Which, honestly, I don't fault her. Then she went back to TNA and she's pretty much been there since till, obviously, yesterday. But, like, Steph DeLander was pissed. Tasha Steelz was mad. Rosemary. A lot of people were not too. It's like more of the knockouts.
Yeah.
Per se.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Because Gail Kim's like the knockouts, like how the knockouts is what I'm trying. Like Finley basically did TNA knockouts. Yeah. And I think she was Relations as well.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
And now she's gone, so Dreamer moves up. That's not a joke, by the way. That's a legit thing.
No, that's fine.
And then, do you remember Delirious from Ring of Honor?
Yes.
He literally took over head control of TNA. So, oh no.
Okay.
I don't like where this is going so far. And so there's a couple, like I said, head honcho guys. I can't remember the top of their names, but they're gone. Gail Kim, like I said, Gail Kim's the most shocking. I honestly was not. She was pretty much like the heart and soul of TNA. I know technically Eddie Edwards has been there too, but
Do you think she goes and works for Maple Leaf now? Like Scott Moore did after he left?
Yes.
So, all right.
Maple Leaf seems to have some promise.
Well, they did a women's title tournament. Scott's favorite thing. So they're bringing the women's title. So they did the quarterfinals on night 1 of the Mayhem, and then they did the semifinals on night 2. So the finals is Kylie Ray versus Giselle Shaw on May 10th at Northern Rising. And speaking of Kylie Ray, I gotta bring this up for a second. So ID right quick. So they are doing officially announced one women's style tournament. Speaking of women's style tournaments, Scott's favorite thing.
One of my tournaments.
Kylie Ray will take on Saya Steele, so that could be really fun. That's during WrestleMania week. So I think that's the GCW side, because they're doing GCW and FSW. That's the promotion that did the Chris Bay benefit show. They're doing that there, but yeah. So back to I think Gil Kim can go to Maple Leaf Pro. Like, kind of stop calling my door. Thank you. Oh, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like a helper for the women's division. Like, hey, like I need almost like a commissioner, mentor. I think Gil Kim would be good. I mean, I could see her wrestling maybe, but that's it. Like maybe 1 or 2 matches there and there, kind of thing.
Yeah,
She's retired. Let's be honest. This really most wrestlers retire.
Yep.
Well, Stone Cold. I have Batista. I could say Batista didn't go back.
That's true. He had a fairy tale ending. He's done. He's happy.
Well, he said before, I'd rather go broke than go back wrestling. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, the Gail Kim stuff. That was Jesus Christ. I couldn't believe that. And also to bring back Ultimate X Rebellion. So first official match, baby.
Nice.
Put it at WrestleMania. Come on. All right, you talk for a second. I gotta let my dog in. 1 second.
I'll let you. Do we get a TNA match at Mania this year?
I want to, but if I'm being honest, no.
If they do anything, it'd be at Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. No, that would make sense. I mean, that sounds more in line with what TNA is.
Yeah, especially since they have the deal with NXT, it would make more sense for them to. If they had a match during WrestleMania weekend, it'd be during Stand and Deliver. Team
NXT versus Team TNA.
I mean, you could do that.
Ooh, like a Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
And because like Scott said, that's the. Well, I mean, technically, Roebuck was almost like a Worlds Collide in a way.
Yeah.
Because think about because Obafemi Moose, Hardy's and Fraxium. I think that was the only one, right? On those 2 shows. But yeah, if they wanted to do like a Worlds Collide show, basically Stand and Deliver would be the only thing I could see doing.
Yeah, I mean that's true. You could definitely have that type of show. I feel like they should already have that period outside of just the TV. I mean that you could have a joint pay-per-view PLE that benefits both, and just go to town.
Speaking of promotions working together, I know we're switching over a lot. Bloodsport. Remember what I told you a couple weeks ago? Natalia's wrestling for different promotions.
Yep.
We got her GCW Bloodsport match. She's going against Mayu Yamashita, and that could be a banger. After banger, after banger, after banger. Well, it's funny because Josh Barnett, because he's the one that does the shows. It was Matt Riddle, but now it's Barnett. And Char Dempsey's on that show, by the way, Scott, to mention again.
Nice.
And Karen Cross.
Nice.
And Gabe Kidd, Sam. So basically, some part of it's like, I want to announce some matches. So Natalia retweeted them. I'm calling retweet. Fuck X.
Whatever.
It's Twitter for me. Basically, I want Mayu. And last year, she faced Shayna Baszler.
Mm-hmm.
Now this year's facing Natalia.
Yep.
See where I'm going with this?
Yep.
So people who might know who Mayu, she wrestled for Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. But she does some indies, not American often too much. She did a little bit of TNA there a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, she just wrestled for Japan. But I don't know. They might put her in WWE for a bit. Okay, so not approval. Okay. You both at the same time. Yeah.
It's hard
But-
to argue. Yeah.
And Carmen Petrovic's on that show too, Scott, by the way.
Who is?
Carmen Petrovic.
Nice. Bring
What
her
a-
Ching Ching squad.
Love that.
I know.
I forgot about that till somebody. I was like, wait, who made that? But yeah, so we were told partnerships. I was like, wait, I gotta sneak this in real quick.
Well, I mean, at this point, we're just talking about promotions working with each other, which brings me to a talking point, which, Scott, I don't know if you've actually talked about this. And Mark, give you all the love out there, Mark. I apologize we did not respond to this because this seemed to be like a heavy talking point. We probably should reply to you about this one. So, Ethan, I don't know if you'd seen this, but I'm going to read this. I don't know where the source comes from, but I trust Mark with his sources. He messaged us, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I was just reading that it seems like the WWE ID program isn't working out for the Indian guys the way they wanted. WWE posted some tweets telling the Indies they should book WWE ID talent. But it appears that according to their deal, WWE and ID wrestlers decide how they get booked. And in most cases, they want their guys to either win or at least wrestle another WWE ID wrestler. And WWE reserves the right to pull the wrestler from the indie show if they want to use them elsewhere at the same time. So the indie may end up advertising a guy who no shows because WWE needs them. And for all this, the ID guys don't get a full contract, just a stipend that meant to cover their travel, food, and lodging while they do indie shows. But it seems like indies tend to be hesitant about booking them because they have so little control of what they can do and if the guy will be able to show up.
I thought I read somewhere after that was proven to be false.
Was it?
I think.
Yes.
Don't know. It's been a bit since that was written, and you're right. We should have responded to that a lot sooner than now. But I think that that's not entirely true.
It's not. So I remember we talked briefly for a couple weeks ago. So technically, yes, if it's a ID official match. So like for example, like if it's Charlotte Lacey against Bryce Donovan at Beyond Wrestling, then yes, technically they booked that match because they're both ID guys.
Right.
/ girls, ID people. But if it's like, let's say if Bryce up against Mass Caster for something, right? Then they don't have any control over that. Like, no. Yeah.
Which would make sense for the ID guys to go against one another, that WWE has a little bit of a say on who's going to win that match because they are both in that program.
Yeah, so if it says the official ID on the graphic, like for 2 ID people, then yes, they can pick and they'll pay for their travel and stuff. But if it's like an ID against a non-ID wrestler, then no, it's basically just
the showrunner has the decision, the final say on who's going to win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if it's 2 ID people going to each other, then yeah, WWE has. And also with the ID contract, it's technically not like Sam says, I prefer signing. It's basically they get first. What's the word I'm thinking of? First. My sleepy brain's not working. First shot, basically. What I'm trying to say is like the first. They get first dibs. That's what I was looking for. First dibs.
Oh, okay.
So like, let's say like if Marcus Matthews got offered by AEW, for example, then they could be like, nope, bye. They get denied, or because technically he's not under contract with WWE themselves. Right. They could be like if I said, if he wants to go to AEW, then WWE gets first shot. They're like, yeah, sure, go sign with them, or no, like we want to keep you, like not right now, or like TNA or something.
Yeah. It's like in hockey terms, I believe that's called a restricted free agent.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Thank you.
Interesting.
Took me a while, but I got there. It's gone with the hot tag.
Because I had seen that. We hadn't really talked about it in a while. I know there are, they're running their program. I would assume that if there were people who are, WWE had some say, but I don't know if I was a promoter, I could see the argument where it's like, hey, I don't want these guys on here if WWE is going to come in and have full control. So I assume that WWE is not taking full control over these indie promotions, if you will.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's essentially what would happen.
Right. Yeah, they'd pretty much book the show for them, and obviously, if you're trying to grow your indie brand, that's not what you want to happen. So I can see how sometimes some people would be like, no, thanks.
So
I'll keep with local people.
Remember we were talking a couple minutes ago about the ID Women's Title Tournament match starting?
Yeah.
We have the first opening round for the men's side on Friday, April 8th. That's the FSW show. It's Ice Williams against Brad Baylor. That's the opening there. I'm just trying to see. And a non-tour match, we have Cappuccino Jones. Love the name still.
That's a great name.
Sean Legacy and Jack Cartwheel to go against Swipe Right and Jackson Drake. That's at the GCW show at the Collective. I think that's the only 3 main officials so far, I believe. I'm just double checking. Oh, actually, speaking of the official matches, but Marfis and Legacy are actually facing off at Bliss Creek Bro on Saturday, but as the Trust Monday already happened, so I think that's the only 3 made officially for WrestleMania week. I'll start recording and be like, oh yeah, here's more. Damn it.
Well, I mean, WrestleMania is still, a month away, so.
Which is great. What is insane. It's Easter this week. This year, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For.
Sorry, I meant this year. It's Easter.
It's funny how WrestleMania Sunday is on Easter Sunday while taking place in Sin City. It's kind of, I don't want to say ironic because that's not really the best word for it, but
listen, you're going to put that out there. There's a whole world of conspiracy theorists that are going to put 2 and 2 together, and they're going to run with that. Me being potentially one of them.
We should have a tinfoil hat episode about conspiracy theories within wrestling.
Wrestling conspiracy theories.
Roman Reigns beat up his uncle for the travel. Never mind. That got too dark.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. I think I saw the light go off above Sam's head.
Bing. No. By the way, Scott? 6 matches made for WrestleMania already?
Yes.
Officially?
Yeah, because they just added the triple threat, which we all knew was coming. And what was the other one they added?
Orton and Owens, wasn't it?
Yes. So obviously, I can also anticipate that Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest will be added as well. And then
the U.S. title match is probably going to be a triple threat. Let's just be honest. Or
probably.
Intercontinental title is probably a 4-way.
I'm all for the mid cards and the tag teams to have multi people. I like it.
Remember WrestleMania 16? Literally every match but one was all multi-person. We're like, please don't go back to that again.
No, I mean, you need variety, but mid-card titles, it's always more fun when there's multiple people. Like, you throw some ladder matches in there.
I could see the tag title match being a ladder match, like on the SmackDown side.
Well, I mean, that was last year, so.
Oh, yeah. TLC.
We don't do the tag titles again, but I could definitely see IC or US. Hell, throw one of the ladies' mid-card titles in there for a ladder match. Switch it up on you. I like that.
Yeah, let's do King of the Mountain or Queen of the Mountain.
Oh, Jesus.
I almost had I was going to say if Cody wants, after he successfully defends the title on John Cena end of night one, Ricky Saints comes out and goes, I want to challenge you for that title in a ladder match, and then boom.
Face the Revolution.
It will be televised.
Hey, at least. Oh yeah. By the way, Ricky Saints did take a shot at Adam Copeland. By the way, on the commentary.
Of course he did. God damn it.
Oh, did he?
Let it go, Ricky. Let it go.
So basically, sorry, Scott, spoiler for you. So next week they're doing tomorrow. As this drops again. Sean Spears defended the title against Saints. He's like, hold on, let me get the exact quote. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Jesus.
Because also at the same time, Sean Spears made a jab at Ricky about AEW.
Oh, you burned the bridge or something,
I always
love that place you came from. Oh wait,
I always love when former AEW guys are in like the same camera space together. It's funny. It's again, if you know, you know, and like just the looks at each other, the random shots across the bow. It's comical.
All right, here's the quote. So it was during the Ethan Page Andre Chase match, and Ricky Sam was on commentary. He said, just add another Canadian to the list of people who hate me, huh? Vic Joseph. Well, we'll leave that for another day or maybe a podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
And Vic Joseph with the win.
I love Vic. He's so good at what
At first, I wasn't a big fan of him. At first, like when he first came on. But now he's been like, honestly, he makes Booker T enjoyable on commentary.
Yeah, him and Booker are a great duo. I think actually now that Corey's kind of getting into the groove, the three of them work really well together too.
I wouldn't be surprised if Corey didn't get into the groove because at first, wasn't he kind of perturbed that he got knocked down?
He claims that the stuff that he said online was to try to drive a storyline that he wanted to have happen.
Oh, okay.
But people higher ups were very upset about it. So that kind of got, but I mean,
take that shit down.
So, I mean, obviously they don't hate him too much because he was just on Raw 2 weeks ago with Michael Cole. So clearly he's not in the doghouse anymore. But going back down to NXT, at this point in time, I don't think is a downgrade because, you know, yeah, it's not pulling the numbers that Raw and SmackDown are pulling, but it's still some pretty damn good television to watch.
Speaking of WrestleMania week, sorry guys for cutting you. So, do you know how Joey Janela has that spring break show?
Yes.
You want to do me a favor? Go look at the picture I just sent you in the group.
Oh God.
I was looking at it and I'd be like, oh, cool, another Joey Janela spring break.
This is spring break 9, by the way. He does have a clusterfuck where it's gonna be 163 person rumble, but
Jesus. The senior scramble.
You know what the combined age is?
Oh, probably close to, I don't know, 300.
Oh, what's your guess?
450.
Scott was the closest, 392.
Holy shit. That's insane. That's a lot of that's a lot of
oh, my hip.
It's a lot of experience in the ring.
It's gonna be a lot of curtains being pulled down.
God damn, Sam. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the episode right now.
All right. Well, we're not old, but we definitely got to wrap up here soon. So, Ethan, why don't you tell people where they can find you at?
Everywhere I go. Sorry. You can follow me on Twitter, wrestling_fan_9, and that's what's the ATR for the Japan stuff. You can follow me on Turnbuckle Times, Pro Wrestling Wire, BoxingGym.net, PW Mania, where I review everything on the sun. Again, no pun intended. My podcast, Walk With the Rest podcast, where I talk the shows every Friday and Sunday. Friday shows are Monday for Thursday, and then the Sundays are obviously the weekends. Guess why not? So yeah, you can find me on those. In here.
And Scott, where can people find you at?
Pretty much find me everywhere online as Scotty J Stream. At some point, we'll do another live stream, probably whenever the next Saturday night's main event is. Hopefully, it's not the one that's in December. That's going to be in Massachusetts, so hopefully there's one before that.
There is, Scott.
When is the next one?
Right now, the reverse is supposed to be the same night he's All In.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. So we'll be online for that one, so that'll be fun.
And guys, you can find me as ESOB Official, and I also handle the Bedlam Media X account at media_bedlam. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. We just hit 115. Be nice to have a higher number going into WrestleMania week. We're on all streaming platforms. Please make sure you leave a comment. Tell people why Bedlam Media and Above the Ring is a podcast if you're choosing why they should listen to us as well. Guys, we're out of time. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, do not forget to join the Bedlam.
Thanks, guys.